Welcome, bronies! I have to do a review for you now. But this review isn't about ponies. Yeah, it is my first Equestria Girls movie review. I'm thrilled to see what I can do about it. Without further ado, today by On Second Look, Equestria Girls, Legend of Everfree. A film with too much of everything. Now my explanation for this statement is simply we have a clear setting of a camp story, but like usually for a forest camp, too much happens in the same time and a breeze, so even if I only tell the highlights, I would stay here a long time. In shortage speech, magic goes havoc. Equestrian magic infiltrated more and more the world, and our 7 friends would change more and more from it. Right, this was a synopsis, and now to the first part of every good story. The characters. So many moments, and so much good characterizations. The movie was really eye candy, and... right, this is a bad joke here. Moving on, back to my point. We see Sunset Shimmer and her excellent characterization, started in Rainbow Rocks and further on going in Friendship Games. She is really nice and is rewarded with, a gem and strange powers?
They must be very useful for reading in bed.
Silence!
I mean, she is the 7th element of human harmony, right? It is like empathy. What gets Starlight as the 8th one? Starlight Glimmer is still the better character. Okay, I know. I make a review about magical girls who are living in a magical world, full of demons and spirits and other villains who will be reformed by the heroines with their magical powers. No, not these, but surprisingly similar to them, right? First, an inner care speech for Twilight.
Twilight, listen to me! You are in charge!
You are a light, darling! A force for good! Yeah! You can kick the darkness's butt! We're here for you, Twilight!
And we'll be here no matter what!
We believe in you!
And then a transformation in this? Alright, I know. Focus! In character, we get many things in the runtime of the film. Among other things, a short glance into Pinkie Pie's mind.
Ooh, fancy! Try me! Ooh, taffy!
That explains so much.
Yep, this explains so much. Alright, back to a more structured point of view. We get actually 2 main characters and a close cast of 5 supportive main side characters with a lot characterization for other side characters. Sounds complicated. It is. Sunset Shimmer is the main character number 1 because in the most scenes she stands in the focus and from her point of view develops the plot further. The main plot with Filthy Rich at least. Her development gained clear direction from her element. She listens, gives advice, and tries to be there for everyone. She comforts Brett and mentors him. She tries this sort of action for Twilight too and encourages her to embrace the magic inside of her. For the rest of the main 5, she embodies a similar role. Her song was, at least, well selected, but in account to the other 2 songs, it sounds wasted time for me. It had lost most of this value, and the other 2 are more precisely in the characterization. Right, her character in short mention. Sunset isn't bad as a mentor of the human 6 and as an empathic listener. She had worked out her own flaws and had found back her strength. Twilight, on the other hand...
You and your friends can never truly defeat me.
Yes, if you had changed into such a creature, you didn't shook it up quite easily. You fear yourself and the magic inside of you. But the characterization from Twilight ended not here. No, she falls in love with a character in which she not even stumbled into.
Whoa. I know I'm charming, but you don't have to fall for me.
Timber Spruce seems too strangely fitting to her. Why do I like this at all? I'm not a teenage girl. Right, focus. I don't deny her blooming feelings for the boy, but right now it will develop much difficulty in the plot. Twilight fears midnight and has fallen in love for someone, while his sister struggled with alien magic. Is it so difficult to set a focus for this movie? Right, the rest of the main cast. The main five had get halfway fitting powers. Rainbow Dash, Applejack, and Fluttershy copied simply the powers from their pony counterparts. Speed, strength, and speaking with animals. Rarity can create a force field that could protect herself and others, and she can even pull Applejack away with it.
Thank you!
And then Pinkie Pie. She could bring something tiny like sprinkles to explosion? So she is a walking party cannon? Right, it was explained why only the 7 gain new magic. But honestly, why could we don't get finally side characters with the same kind of power? Lyra with magic or Derpy with wings. But of course, no. Only the main characters and the antagonists get this sort of power, right? Or Celestia, for goddess sake, could use this power to protect everyone. But no, only such a gesture of protection. Yeah, it says a lot of her role as a principal and shows her character in the world of humans. But please, only our heroine could transform into the 7 Sailor Warrior of Harmony. Right, enough of the characters. Now we come to the thing that destroyed this movie. Scenery and plot design. Where should I begin with? Alright, at best with my greatest pleasure of all, the songs. Actually, the songs are very good. The opener was catchy as hell and beautiful to listen. Twilight's solo was incredible, awesome, and the villain song was fitting at least. First harmonic, then as she became more and more powerful, it sounded more and more disharmonious. But what could I say for Sunset's Embrace the Magic song besides? I don't like it. Something sounded difficult for me. The changed singing voice and the pacing of the song is really odd. Alright, the plot, which I have addressed earlier. We have the rescue of the camp, the discovery of the powers. Brett attempts to converse with Sunset about Twilight from Equestria. Wrong suspicions about the love interest from Twilight. And, of course, the totally important 2-actor. I have fallen in love with a total strange person, which I have seen the first time, and my friend suspects him to sabotage the camp. And, the second, natural, the camp owner tries to manage everything without any help and forfeited the magic and become evil, of course. What else should I say besides this altogether appeared very overwhelming and bad written. Mainly again, the magic is an opponent and the only solution for all problems? And of course, cool transformations in fighting costumes. But honestly, it is good that they don't wear miniskirts like other magical girls. I think while in friendship games it was entertaining at least to see how the main 5 and Sunset explored their pony-ups. They are getting new powers here, which all wanted to ignore, but can't because they are afraid of them. Sunset, as the only one who knows about the powers, tries to guide them to accept them. Alright, this part sounds fitting and is very good written at all, but anyway, strange? The build up to the top is interesting, and the wrong suspicions about the main villain fits in what we have seen so far. And yeah, the motive for the antagonist is comprehensible, but then follows the Season 1 2.0 solution, the freeing of the elements of harmony in the human world, and all breaks loose. I mean, why do the heroes need those kind of powers? Is a pony up not enough, and the magic of friendship really that what we have now to see? And the book from Twilight had nothing to do with this whole thing, and Sunset again? Is that what we have got here? The real separation from the pony and the human world? Will it end in the 5th movie with a definitely closing of the portal? Alright, sorry about my assumptions. The scenery went away finally from the school, and I am so thankful about this. The animations were very good and the whole build are believable. More I can't think about it. Now my resume in form of a dammit rant. Alright, I try to explain. I have watched the movie with great expectations, and no, I'm not disappointed. The intro hooked me in the first few minutes, till the time where the main 7 are fighting against the villain, or precisely defeat and redeem her in Sailor Moon style, and get the elements of harmony. Isn't it great? My greatest criticism about the movie is at the top now. I mean, the show has managed to get loose of the damned Deus Ex Machina device, and has shown that fighting isn't the way, and that redemption has to be a character-imminent process. But the Equestria Girls movies are sticking in this old topic, despite the good characterization from Sunset and Twilight. It is epic and looks cool when the magic runs wild and shown off with tendrils and green lightnings. But I just don't understand why we don't get a Starlight solution. Yes, the redemption was rushed and poorly thought through, but it led to a better point of departure for the characters and very good following episodes, which are simply wonderful. Sunset is more likable without any doubt, and even more friendly than her. But she needed 3 movies for this, and we don't get so much time for Starlight, right? Okay, the wrong direction. Back to my rant. The movie is unfocused at best and tries to combine too many plots at once and damages itself with it. Good character development is bombing away from the final battle, and the only view remained on cool costumes and the crappy solution with the easy problem solving. At last, I will assign my points. The characters earn 9 out of 10 points. Right? 9. Twilight's conflict, Sunset's achievements, and a good characterization for the side characters are responsible for this high rating. But the plot demolished the points. Scenery and plot design... Alright, no. I will use for any of mine reviews the 3 parts now. Scenery receives 7 out of 10 points. The place has finally changed, and it helps to show the characters better. The camp was good set in scene, and all side characters are well played. Now, to the great defect from this movie, the plot design. 2 out of 10 points. Yes, 2 points. It is a crappy idea to compress so much plot into one movie. The epic magic and powers are nothing what I want to see at all. The movie was excellent in characters, technically extraordinary in scenery, and plot-wise, great muck. Totally a good setup with a shitty plot, so just average. Totally 6 out of 10 points. Ooh, and now to the lead for the Season 6 final and the next movie. The magic from Equestria seeped through the damaged portal into the human world. Great! Thanks for this plot point. I have to say only one thing. Don't do it. No blending from the show world and the movies. Keep it separate, please. Alright, this was my review and rant today. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it nevertheless. Till next time, yours truly, Redhatbrony.